segments in that game, especially the way you started. The defensive effort was there, and it's been there when you needed it. Can you just talk about, what gives you that energy in those moments when you need it the most?
Yeah, I mean, noon tip, right? Like those kind of games, energy's up for grabs, right? Like both teams are up early. Like we started our day early for game days. So, energy's up in the air, and we knew like from the jump, like these are two really good teams, right? Princeton's a great team. They got winning DNA just like we do, and it was going to be an energy war. And so we really made an emphasis going into the game. Like we want to come out with the most energy. We want to throw the first punch, and I felt like we did that. I mean, obviously we got up to a great start, but it really started on the defensive end. We made some shots, but that all comes from our defense, and we were able to get on the old glass, create some second possessions, get some easy looks for our shooters, right? And I think that was a real key for us, to start the game.
PJay, obviously you were hugely involved in everything tonight, with the scoring and everything, and the comeback in the second half. When you fouled out, can you describe how were you able to kind of stay within the game? How were you able to kind of help your teammates make it through those final 2 minutes?
Well, obviously it was frustrating. I felt like I was like in a bad spot at the wrong time, but I was frustrated, kind of flipping out a little bit. But one of my younger guys, Ed Brunson, he came up to me and told me just lead, and we're gonna take care of the rest. So I just had faith in my team, and they went out there and executed for them.
In a weird kind of way, is this something that not having you out there the last 2 minutes, crunch time game, a big time gut check, can help this team moving forward?
Oh yeah, we got 10, 11 guys that could go, so it's not about me, it's about all of us. So I feel like at any time, anybody can step up and close out a game at the end.
This is for either of you guys. It's peculiar because this year it seems like every way in which you lost the game last year, you're presented with the opportunity to go back and redo it this year. Can you talk about how neat that's been as a team to be able to do?
I feel like it's great because last year we were in the same situation last year and we weren't able to close it out. I feel like this year the biggest difference is like we're just like more, I don't even know the word, like tight together, and I feel like that goes a long way helping us execute and win games down the stretch.
Yeah, I'll add on to that. Like, I think this team really has a lot of unselfish guys and really are focusing on winning and really just like however it takes to win the game, right? No matter who it is out there, no matter what lineups we got, no matter what the situation is. Like you saw it the other night against Florida Gulf Coast, right? We're down 11, different lineups out there, changing the game, changing the energy, different guys. Like all we care about is putting a tally in the left column and getting a win, right? We're 9-1 now. I mean, best start since the team that was undefeated to start the year, right? Like it really is a group that's just connected, and there's no egos. It's so fun to be a part of. It's so fun to be out there and play and smile and be with your teammates and cheer for your guys. Like there's just such a great energy that comes with that. And so then when you get in these tight games, right, you don't really tense up. You almost loosen up because you believe your connection. You believe in your guys. Like PJay fouls out, I believe in the guy that comes in, right? I love having PJay out in the court, but I believe just as much in Ed coming in the game. Like I know Ed can do the job and he can finish it out too. Like, and so I think that's really been fun for all of us to experience. I know we all feel that way.
PJay, I was, it's the game of 2 halves, and if you didn't play as well as you did in the first half, you wasn't in a position to win in the second half. I thought the first half especially, he got his, maybe the second half, the lead, I thought the defensive job he did on lead to start the game, I thought was hard of y'all taking that lead. How do you balance out the job you have to do defensively and also be an offensive weapon like you were?
I just know that like on defense, like it's more than just me guarding. I got my team helping me, so I feel like that plays a long way. And then like offense, like I said before, it's not about me. Like just flowing in the offense, like shots are gonna come, and we just executed the game plan, and I ended up having a decent night.
Let me add on to that real quick. I mean, this dude is one of the best defenders in the country. Like, there's no doubt in my mind, and there's no doubt in anybody's mind that watches this game. Like, I mean, this dude's out here busting his tail every single possession on both ends, right? This dude goes for 23 tonight on the offensive end and guards a dude that's in the NBA draft last year and is in the process. Like, every single night, no matter what his matchup is, he's drawing the best guard and he's busting his tail. So this dude's a real deal killer. I mean, he's a beast.
Appreciate that, brother.
To that point, PJay, depending on who you get, no slight, but every ref's team is different. And some guys will let it get away with more contact than others. How hard is it for you to leverage how aggressive you are in a game like this when you're playing like guard that good talent?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
So like how do you have to play aggressive all the time, but how do you gauge that in a game like this?
So like going into the game, like most guards, I feel because I'm smaller, like I could play under him a little bit, but like a guard like that, like he's really good with the ball, so I had to give him a little space to be able to navigate like ball screens and stuff. So like just watching film and being able to just go out there and execute stuff.
It's been just it was a long winding trip all over the country. I'm sure it was it was a productive one, but also how glad you guys have been able to be back and kind of be back in that group of being home.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna take a deep breath and we got a week off now, which we're gonna enjoy, and we're gonna use it to rest and recover and really get our bodies right, get some dudes healed up, get our sleep caught up on some sleep. And we've been in different time zones, been all across the country, and we're still winning. I mean, no matter what time zone, no matter what situation, what type of style of game we're playing, we're just finding ways to win. And I think it's going to be beneficial for all of us. Take some time to recover and get some good practice in. But it's been a lot of fun.
Final question I had is just talk about the crowd. I mean, this is the first. It felt like an atmosphere. I think when you had the steal in the layup down there, it got pretty loud. Just talk about that.
Oh, that was huge. I mean, like it obviously wasn't as much people as it was at Kansas, but it kind of had that feel. Like the crowd was into it, so I feel like that helped out a lot, and that just was fun for us.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate everybody who comes out to the games. Like, I mean, that energy as we kind of mounted that second half little mini comeback. I mean, PJay gets that steal. I mean, it sounded like we were at Kansas. I mean, we were just at Kansas. It was loud in there. Like, it was loud in here. And, I mean, that was cool. And that's what we kind of hoped being down here at the Well would kind of present us, is opportunities to have big crowds and have, 3,000 people here tonight, right? Like, that's more than we can fit in Timmins. And, I mean, it was really cool to just be a part of it, and, a great win. And we're thankful for everybody who came.
Yeah.
Furman just became in the top 100 and the only SoCon team to do it. Is that kind of fueling your fire a little bit more than it already is?
Yeah, I mean, we want to be the best team we can be, right? I think it's really key for us. We want to focus on ourselves, right? And I think when you get caught up in looking at rankings and looking at where you're at relative to the league, you might get complacent, and that's not something that we're going to do. And we're really going to focus on. I mean, every day we're going to work and try to be the best team we can be. Get this group to the best version of ourselves. And it's nice to be recognized, but we're far from a finished product. We're off to a great start, but I mean, we got work to do, and we're not going to stop until we cut these nets down.